Hey guys, DJ Steve here, and welcome to the Wedding Blueprint. Now, this is a show where we can help brides plan their perfect day effortlessly, joyful, and it's trying to eliminate as much stress as we possibly can. Today, we're diving in the world of wedding coordination, and we're with two people that know how to bring your vision to life. So joining me is the amazing Athena Campbell. She is the owner of NWE Events, Wedding Events, and as season coordinator, helped countless people create unforgettable days. And also, we have Jessica Wallace, and she's the event manager, and with years of experience, just making sure that everything within your day goes the way it's supposed to do. So thanks so much for having me at your beautiful location.
Thank you so much for coming. We're super excited just to get chatting and hopefully help some couples bring their vision to life and give some insight on the inside scoop of what it's really like, and yeah, hopefully get some tips for you guys.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I love that. So why don't we start off with what does NWE at Weddings and Events, what do you guys do?
So we do lots of different services. So primarily we do coordinating. So that's when we meet with clients leading up to the wedding. We're coordinating with them, coordinating with vendors, just making sure everything runs smoothly on the wedding day. We also do hourly wedding planning, where we can reach out to your vendors, just help with organizing and planning your day. And that is not just limited to weddings. We primarily specialize in weddings, but we also do, birthdays. We can do engagement parties. We've done some of those in the past. So just know it's not just limited to weddings. We also do decor services, where we fully set up, tear down decorations. We do multiple of those a weekend. We have such a big team now, so we can handle multiple. So it's amazing. Yeah, really exciting.
Well, you did mention corporate events. Do you guys do corporate events as well?
We do, yes, yeah.
Awesome.
It's always nice to do the different corporate events. Last year we did quite a few.
We're in Miramichi doing a corporate event for TIANB. And we do events, sometimes the galas for Keller Williams, Realty, other companies too, and we love doing them because it's a lot different than doing a wedding. It's not so detail oriented. It's more like, we're placing charger plates and doing centerpieces, and there isn't all this fuss and fuss about the planning of it. The corporate people do that.
Exactly.
we just stick to the decor with that stuff.
Awesome. Okay, so decor is a big part of your business as well.
Absolutely. I feel like it's just as important as coordination. And it's not just us setting up and tearing down decor. We also have DIY options too. So if anyone is more hands-on and want to set up, tear down their own items, we have a large inventory. It's the largest inventory in New Brunswick. We have an online gallery. You can go select your own items, set it up, tear it down. It's nice to have the different options for everyone's specific needs.
Sounds like I need to come back.
Exactly.
Because I think we can do a whole show on just decor.
Absolutely,
Awesome. Okay, well let's just stick to the coordination for now.
Sounds good.
So let's start at the beginning. Okay, so they get engaged, they're excited, they're could be crying, could be not crying. It's a big moment. What do you think is the first thing that you would recommend for them to do before they dive into the planning?
All right, I'll let Jessica take care of this.
Okay, sure. So first off, it's really, really important for them to just enjoy. You're engaged. Celebrate. Go out to dinner, right?
Yeah.
But then get right into planning, because that's how it has to go. Don't wait to plan. You need to start right away. And it's important to know what you want going into it. So, you might really want to get married in the summer and have summer colors, or you imagine yourself getting photos with leaves on the ground or something. So you want to get married in the fall. And that kind of helps you know your style and know what you're going for. And that can help make all those later planning decisions. And then once you sort of decide on that, the most important thing is to choose a date. And when you choose a date, you can choose a venue and so on and so forth. So it's a little bit easier to know your style, to then know what time of year you want to get married, to then know the date and to have maybe multiple dates in mind, so that you can choose from them. And then when you reach out to a venue, maybe they don't have August 8th available, they might have August 16th available. So if that's okay with you too, then you can pick that. And then you basically just have to get vendors that are available on that date, because you need to start with the date and the venue and then move on from there. But you know, enjoy it for a minute, but then you get ready to plan.
I like the enjoying, because
Yeah.
you know it's you just get engaged, and you know you want to savor that moment and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's super important, like, to talk to each other, just to know what you both really want in the day, and just to keep in mind it's your day, and you know it's such a special moment. So just enjoy that and keep it to your, you know, keep true to yourself when you're for the planning process.
And you know, it's funny because I've talked to some brides before, and like I've met brides that's called me and they got engaged like a week ago, and I got brides that call me and they get engaged.
Their wedding's in a month.
Yeah.
Their wedding's in a month, or they got engaged 8 years ago.
Yeah,
that's
true.
There's no in between. It's one of the three. Right?
Yeah.
It's like that with us as well. With coordinating or decor, it's the same situation. Sometimes we're just like, but your wedding's right around the corner. We don't have time.
Please tell me you have a dress.
Yeah. Hopefully it's a few years in advance and it's all good and chill. But not so much for us, but with other vendors, like it's really hard to get. I know with your DJ company, you have multiple DJs, so multiple weddings a day. With us, we have the inventory to do multiple weddings a day. But with let's say an officiant, I mean, some officiants will do more than one wedding a day, which is a little dairy, but most don't. So those vendors that only do one wedding a day, there's all kinds of weddings all over the province that happen on that one single day. So you got to book those people right away. So enjoy it for a minute, but book vendors ASAP.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, so let's start with the big question. Why hire a wedding coordinator in the first place?
I feel like the most important part is just to be present and enjoy your day. And having a coordinator there to, you know, help with any little hiccups that might happen. It's just really nice, a nice peace of mind. And just to keep everything flowing on track. I feel like it's really easy to get caught up in the moment, and sometimes timelines, you know, they lag a little bit behind schedule, and that's totally okay. But when you have a coordinator there, it's nice to keep things going. Certain vendors have their start and end times, so you want to make sure everything happens so that you can get the best out of your day. I'm off the top of my head, I think a lot of times people take too much on. Like the couple the day before, there's some venues you can only get in at 6 p.m. the day before, and they're up till midnight decorating and taking care of those details, and then they're even into the wedding morning, you know, they're at the venue setting up chairs, and they don't ask for help thinking they can do it all themselves. That's a huge mistake. You really want to be present, enjoy your day, you know, lean on your friends, family, or, you know, hire a vendor to help with those services. It's really important, and it really makes a huge difference. Yeah.
And it's literally the time flies so fast.
Oh, it does.
It's just completely gone. It's like 1 minute you're walking down the aisle, and then this day's done.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, exactly.
And you say, where did the day go?
I know, it's crazy. It flies by. Yeah.
Okay. So vendors. We talked about a little bit about vendors and stuff like that, and they play a really important part of the wedding.
Absolutely.
So what should couples look for when they're choosing their vendors?
I think the most important part is just personality matching, like making sure you have someone that you really vibe with on the wedding day. You know, they're not just your vendor, they're there for the whole day. Sometimes people even end up being friends after weddings, you know?
That happens.
You feel like
you
family.
brides on your Facebook.
Exactly. Like we have, you know, people, they feel like family by the end of the planning process, but with them all the time.
We're sad to see them leave. We're like, wait, but when are we going to see you?
I got Christmas cards. I got Christmas cards.
Absolutely.
So it's really, really important to find people that you really vibe with. And another one is experience too. You know, they have the years of experience. They've, you know, dealt with some hiccups throughout the day, know how to handle situations. So it's really important to hire, you know, some really experienced vendors for sure.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Wow. So we talked about your planning and your coordination and the decor and stuff like that. So I kind of got a feel for what you guys do. But can we talk a little bit more about the planning and coordination, what really that kind of entails? Like what kind of services are included in that?
Yeah, absolutely. So for coordination, we have different packages available. We would have to just meet with our clients first just to kind of see what venue they have chosen. You know, some packages require more assistance. So say if you're having a tent wedding, there's a lot more work that goes into that versus a venue that's, you know, fully staffed. It's a huge difference. So it makes a huge difference for our coordination package. packages. So once we determine that, they book with us. We just kind of keep in touch and keep updated, seeing how things are going. And then about 6 to 8 or 8 to 10 weeks before the wedding day, we meet with them for a detailed timeline. Some of these timelines are almost 10 pages long. They're super detailed. We get all.
You've seen them.
Yeah.
I've seen them.
Exactly. You know what it's like.
Yeah.
So
I scroll down looking for my name.
Exactly. Yeah, but it's so important to have those details because, you know, even though it is that detail, it's good to have so that there's nothing just left up in the air and everyone knows what they're supposed to be doing. So we get all the information from them, we create the timeline and kind of finalize it throughout the few weeks before the wedding day, you know, hash out the little details. And then we're there for the ceremony rehearsal the day before. A lot of times we'll work with officiants there, or sometimes the officiant isn't present, and that's okay because we work with them all the time. So we just fill them in the day of the wedding. And then on the day of the wedding, we can do basically anything. Our tasks they're kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
They're endless. Like, we've taken, you know, dogs for walks in the past. Like, whatever the client needs, we're there for them. But just basically there to make sure the day runs smoothly.
So basically, you guys are like superheroes with clipboards.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And then we lose our clipboard somewhere and we have to circle.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
For sure.
So before we wrap up, what's one piece of advice you could give every couple planning their wedding?
I think the biggest thing is just keeping true to yourself. You know, at the beginning, just think about why you're doing this. You're here because you love each other, and just don't forget that. Don't get lost in that, you know.
Well, Athena, Jessica, look, thank you for much for helping us today. I mean, I love the fact that you shared your wisdom. You got some funny stories in there. That's perfect. Gives you guys a little bit more clarity and maybe reducing some of that stress that comes with the wedding day. If you like to connect with NWE, their website is www.nwe.nb.com. I'm going to put a link on below it.
A lot of W's.
What's that?
A lot of W's.
A lot of W's. It's
Yeah.
a lot of W's. And to listening, thanks for tuning in to the Wedding Blueprint. Loving the details.
Love the
Yeah.
details.
Part one, because we're going to have to come back.
Part one.
There's too much to cover.
Yeah,
Too much to cover in
sure
one day.
is.
Yeah.
And remember, your wedding is a celebration of your story. So please leave a comment below. Why don't you tell me your story? Because I'd love to hear it. And I know the
Yes.
girls would love to hear it as well.
Absolutely. For sure.
So thank you again for having
Thank
me. I
you.
appreciate being in your office
Yeah.
and taking the time. And you guys have a fantastic day. I'm DJ Steve, and this is your Wedding Blueprint.